All right, we started. So, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, good. Why
Can't
don't you go ahead
complain.
and introduce yourself?
Okay. I am Juju Julia Alexander from San Jose, California, 27 years old, pro hooper in Vegas. Yeah.
All right.
Born and raised
So,
in Cali.
oh, Cali. That's so far from where we are. We're
It
in
is.
Nashville,
You're in, where are you at?
Nashville.
Oh, wow. I only went
Across
there
the
once
globe.
for a tournament, and I just remember y'all had some big ass like cicadas or something that was
Yeah.
flying
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I was
2013.
Yeah, you was here a little minute ago, damn.
Oh yeah, because they only come out like every 7 years or something, right?
Yeah, they were supposed to come
So
out like last year, but they didn't end
yeah,
up
it
coming
was
around
like,
here. Thank God.
yeah,
We
I'm glad
started getting
about
them
that.
in Vegas, surprisingly.
Man,
I did not.
I hated them. I was terrified.
That,
Yeah, I heard you get it.
they're like this big.
Yeah,
Right.
What?
In
They're
their lab.
little
I
aliens.
I didn't want to step outside. Oh my gosh, my
That's what
camera.
I'm saying. I was like hearing them in the trees and shit when we would like go to restaurants in between games and stuff. I'll be like, oh yeah, nah, get me inside right now.
Right.
Hold on, let me switch to my other camera.
Yeah, your camera over there glitching out.
This camera, like, it'll do good some days, and then it'll.
I don't know what just started happening out of the
Yeah, it
blue.
like
Like
just started happening.
yeah, it never
Let
did
me
this
try to
before.
set my thing up so my live. I don't know if my live will be able to see like you guys and I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna work. We'll just see where it's at.
All right, we good. We good.
He's switching
Yeah,
his.
yeah. Switching cameras because the other
All
one
right,
was
we good. We
bugging
good.
out.
We good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so to kick off, you told me that you were a big advocate for mental health with athletes. So, how do you feel about, you know, athletes' mental health, them being on the big stage, and how, they can get treated by fans, how they can get seen in the media? Like, how does media affect your mental health personally?
Personally, I try not to let it affect me. People are always gonna have something to say, so building that mental toughness is just really key in staying like within myself and being confident and secure with myself enough to not let that affect me. But I just acquired that skill, to be honest. Like that's a definitely like a growth mindset that I had to acquire. So that's it's like a constant it's a constant like battle, honestly. So I know that if I'm struggling with it, I'm not even on the level of caliber that NBA and other people are at that are getting that type of like criticism. It has to be very difficult, but it's not really especially for men, it's like kind of looked down upon. Like you guys are taught to be strong and to like take whatever is said to you, or whatever. But in reality, everybody should have the benefit of getting mental help and support. So
And so do you have any advice to anybody, like just anybody struggling that's an athlete, or just anybody in general that struggles with mental health, whether that be from people in person or people on social media, any of that?
yeah, I would say to be gentle with yourself and be like loving towards yourself, because it starts with how you feel about you, and nothing can affect you more than you allow it to, and no one else can affect you unless you allow them to. So I would tell them to, you know, start from within. And if you're going through something, whatever, I'm an advocate for however you feel is valid. So if you feel like you're stressed, if you feel like, pressured, then you probably are. That's how you feel. So be gentle with yourself. Take the time that you need to do what you need to do to calm your mind. Meditate, read, write, journal, whatever. Um, yeah.
All right,
I like that
cool.
advice. That was good advice.
Thank you for that. So more on the basketball aspect now. Like, how does it feel like to be a pro?
It feels really good. It's crazy because I came out of college 2017, I think it was. Yeah. And basically my college career got cut short. There was a lot of playing with money and not getting our money, and coach got fired, so there was no team. So I stopped playing basketball for like 4 or 5 years. I was over it. And then I came to Vegas randomly. My mom had got sick, so I came to help her. And then I ran into an old teammate, and she was like, "Yo, Ju, like, there's a pro team out here. I'm probably gonna try out for it. I want you to come." I was like, I ain't touched the ball. I mean, like, I was training kids by that time, but I hadn't touched the ball, like, worked out in years. So walking into that, it was a tryout. I just went in to try out, and luckily my stuff was still a little crispy, so got another opportunity. So I just been really working hard, and it's really just a challenge for myself. I want to go overseas now. That's my next goal.
Okay.
So just pushing myself to my goals is really dope. Like, I never thought I would be in this position, so I'm grateful, and I don't take anything for granted.
So is WNBA, or was WNBA the goal when you were in college, or is it still the goal?
That's never been, surprisingly, that's never been one of my goals. Even when I was little, I never, like, because I always knew that they didn't make enough money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's a lot of shit that goes into playing basketball, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And that shit just wasn't worth it to me. I'd rather have fun and, you know, do what else I got to do on the side and make money in multiple, you know, areas. So this is just, it's just always fun for me. If it wasn't, once it stops being fun, I'm going to stop doing it. I'm almost done. Like, I feel myself like, my time is coming, but I got to get this last go out the way so I can, like, have that, I can, like, relax, you know?
Yeah, I feel it. Dak, you want to ask a couple questions as well?
I had some freestyle questions I was gonna do. Like, you kind of going with the serious questions right now. I was gonna ask some off the wall questions. No, not necessarily off the wall. But since you're a hooper, I know you hoopers got shoe game or whatever. Would you consider yourself a sneakerhead or?
1,000%. Yes.
Okay, what's your top sneaker?
Honestly, ones are my favorite.
You look like a ones person. I can see that. I can definitely see that.
I really love, like, Crazy 8s too. I just like I'll wear basketball shoes just to wear. Like, what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just like basketball shoes. Okay. Nike, to be honest.
Man, I wouldn't know. I wear slides and Crocs and wear probably a shoe.
Like I was like that all throughout college just because like I was just hooping and going to school, going to class, coming back, working out. You know, there's no point in getting dressed. But now that I'm, like, you know, in the real world, real life, like, I can do what I want to do and I can dress how I want to dress. You know, I'm like a tomboy, so.
Got you. See, I know how the Crocs and slides life is because I'm an athlete myself. So.
Yeah, definitely. Those are the majority of what I wear because I work out so much, and that's what you wear at the gym. But yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I'm not to brag, but, like, I used to hoop just a little bit back in my day.
Okay.
You know, that was probably the last time I've ever touched the basketball. So.
Oh, damn.
We don't hoop over here.
Yeah, I you know, football.
So you play? Oh, you play
football? I used to play football.
Okay.
Yeah, I still currently play.
Okay. Where do you play at?
I'm trying to transfer to his school currently as we speak.
What school?
Is East Magnet or something?
It's a new name. It's like a East Nashville IB World Magnet. I'm
gonna just call it East High School. They went to state in football and basketball, so they're pretty good.
Yeah, they went to state in wrestling. I think they're.
Oh,
and then the baseball team is pretty good.
Oh, that's dope.
Yep. Okay, another question. Any players, male or female, that inspired you growing up?
Yeah, I always loved Steve Nash. Like he was always my favorite. Vince Carter, KG,
Okay.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is I don't play like them though. Like ball handling wise, I'm just getting my ball handling in check. Really, I'm more of like a shooter.
Okay.
So I'm trying to like expand my bag right now. But those are the players that I think it's their mindset, like their mentality. They're dog. They're a real dog. You know what I mean on the court. So I love players like that because I like to play hard. So.
Same over here.
So could you or would you like compare your game to like a current basketball player or a past basketball player?
I probably like Clay before he got hurt because I like to play defense, threes, middies, but I'm adding I'm driving more. Like I'm trying to add a lot more to my bag as far as like creating my shot, getting to the rim more, getting to the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Yeah. Do you have a current favorite NBA team?
Warriors. Wait, I can't ever switch up. And they probably go win the chip.
Let's hope not.
I wouldn't say that.
There's really no other. Who's gonna beat them?
Boston.
Celtics got a chance. We was thinking the same thing. I got Boston.
Because you know why?
Why?
The Warriors bench would be the Celtics starting five.
No. Their bench is a lot better though.
No, that's the scary part. Our bench is like that. We're not even playing the whole bench right now. We don't even have to use what we got right now.
That's a true statement.
And he laughed because he knows.
and you know, Wiseman's not even back yet, so we haven't even seen them at full potential though.
That's a fact.
The Nets. I honestly thought the Nets were looking promising. So that was crazy.
Like right after the playing game that the Nets had against the Cavs, I had said that Boston was going to dominate them.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect it to be 4-0.
No.
I didn't either. I thought it was going to go to like 6.
You know, I thought it was going to be like 6 games, but 4.
That was crazy.
4 is crazy. With KD and Kyrie on the same team.
Yeah, and then you know just the names on that team. Blake Griffin, they had.
Right.
What do you think about Ben Simmons not playing?
Man,
I feel like he would have changed the series up a lot. Personally,
I've had a negative opinion on Ben Simmons since a year ago.
He made a whole podcast about not a podcast.
He's like, he doesn't deserve most of the hate, some of the hate that he gets, but you know, sometimes he brings it upon himself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
he promised to play. He said he was gonna play, right?
Yeah, he said he was
did.
like going to play in game 4, and then said he woke up with some back soreness that morning and didn't want to play anymore.
This bailout on a team like that. What?
So
they really going in on him, and I kind of feel bad. But then the hooper in me is like, you can't really feel bad about that because you got to push.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a Ben Simmons fan though. Like I like Ben Simmons, like personally. I feel like if he developed more of a shot, he could be one of the best players in the league.
And you know what was crazy? JJ Redick, when he used to play with him, he said Ben Simmons is right-handed and he shoots with his left hand for some reason. So if that was an on-purpose thing or something, who knows?
Yeah, that's very weird. Are you a left-handed shooter?
I am not. I'm right.
Oh, okay.
I was about
to say. Yeah, your shot would be a lot better if it's not already as good as it is.
I know. My shot's like that, though. I can't lie to you. It's like, But if I was left-handed, it would be crazy. For sure.
If this isn't a dumb question, but like what would be the difference? Like I don't hoop, so I don't know.
Left-handed people, left-handed shots are harder to guard.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Since majority right-handed.
Yeah, like it's just weird. The body positioning is just different. Like guarding.
Lefties are kind of odd.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to figure them out.
Just weird.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't hoop, but I can play some good defense.
Same over here. I'm a very aggressive defensive player. Call me Pat Bev on the court.
I think most of what I do is fouls, but you know, it's pick up.
People don't like my defense because I make them pick up the ball.
I mean, y'all, if you playing football, I already know. Well, you're hella fast. You can't be slow playing football. So
right.
When I be like playing with boys and they play football, I won't even touch them because y'all be going like one speed, like 1,000 miles an hour every single time. Like y'all got one speed.
Yeah, I can't even disagree with that. There's no pacing with football players.
Yeah.
You either run full speed or you slow.
So what school did you go to?
I went to Southern University in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay.
That was
You attend any Mardi Gras parades while you were there?
I did.
I know.
Honestly, have y'all been to Louisiana before?
Yeah, I love it down there. I want to go to school in Louisiana, LSU.
Yeah, I want to go to LSU as well.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, it doesn't look like what it does on TV for sure. But the culture, like the food, everything, I loved it. Like the people were hella like welcoming and stuff. So food is fire. They always having a parade for something. Like they're always trying to celebrate something. Like
and speaking of parades, did you attend were you in LA for the Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl parade?
I was in LA, but I didn't go to the parade.
It didn't seem like there were a whole bunch of people there anyways.
Yeah, it was just like I guess it was just moving too fast or something. Like they had to go through all these different streets and it was just too busy for me. So I watched it, like I saw it. It's cool.
Yeah, LA has football.
So you're not a football fan is what I'm hearing.
I'm a football fan now. You made me one.
Okay.
But before this, no. My dad makes me watch the Cowboys because that's just
I see why you didn't like football.
I see why you wouldn't like football now.
Yeah, okay. You were brought up to
you were brought up the wrong way.
So yeah. You don't
my dad, my mom, my sister, my like everybody's Cowboys fans in here except me.
For real? Who's your team?
Seattle.
See, I can't say like I don't even know if they're good. So
yeah, no, not anymore.
I will go watch a football. Like I know what's going on. I just don't watch it. So maybe I'll start watching football. I don't know.
I got to start incorporating a little bit more basketball in my life. I stopped watching. Like I continue to watch it, but I don't watch it as much as I did when the Thunder was good, because that's my team. So it's like it breaks my heart every time I think about it. How we blew the 3-1 lead against the Warriors.
Let's not talk. Let's not get into it.
Touching the subject still. Honestly, I was really mad when KD came to the Warriors. I was really upset about it. I was like, why is he coming over here? Like, we already got we're stacked. We don't need you. But he helps.
I
felt so betrayed. I was
expecting that.
I think that's why I left my KD jersey over my friend's house back in the day.
I'm glad I never owned a KD jersey.
I would have burned it
because I would have burned it. I would have burned it.
I was devastated.
Are y'all LeBron fans?
No.
I support LeBron. I feel like LeBron gets a lot of hate for no reason. LeBron is to me, he's the best player of all time. And I love old school basketball.
Wait,
But LeBron, we can debate this because I got my bag ready for the debate. Let me put my football down because I'm ready.
Oh,
I knew this was going. I knew this was going to come. It always comes when I talk about LeBron being the best.
I'm not a LeBron fan, but I'm not like those people that go out of their way to shit on LeBron. But I'm not a LeBron.
I guarantee if LeBron got swept 4-0, he would have been talked about.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't hear the end of it.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you the greatest. You get both ends of the stick. You gotta take that.
Right, and he knows how to, and that's why he's the GOAT. Like, don't get me wrong, we got MJ, but to me, Bron's bag is deeper than MJ's. That's just me though.
Okay. If LeBron was the size of MJ, would he still have that same bag?
We're not going LeBron.
Wait, answer it.
Answer that. You just answer it. Just answer it.
Because LeBron is more athletic than MJ. LeBron has a better shot than MJ. And prime LeBron arguably was either comparable with MJ's defense or had better defense. And he's a better passer.
What?
You saying prime LeBron is better than 96 MJ?
You're sick. I can't even.
Yes.
No,
yes.
That's so crazy.
And I'm not even trying to be a delusional person saying that, but I believe that.
I mean, LeBron's all right, but
all right,
he's no MJ.
Is if LeBron wasn't his size, he wouldn't be cooking like that. He wouldn't.
You can't say that.
They're 1 and 2 of the greatest of all time, respectively, but there's a gap. There's MJ, and then there's LeBron.
No, there's LeBron then MJ.
What about Kobe?
Kobe is like a little bit underneath. Okay, some people might criticize
LeBron.
Rest in peace, Kobe. But like Kobe might not even make my top 5.
I might gotta go.
I love Kobe, and I love his mama mentality. But like, he pulled a lot of shots, and he missed a lot of shots. Kobe is probably he's one of the top inefficient scorers, but he doesn't get criticized for it because he's Kobe. Because I've never heard Kobe criticism.
Because Kobe won 3 back-to-back rings.
That's true. That's true. But
in what years when basketball was still real basketball?
Kobe scored 81 points.
Okay, and I'm not discrediting him from that, but Kobe doesn't get criticized for his bad. But LeBron can do the same thing and get criticized.
LeBron is a crybaby. You're not gonna.
That might be true.
Like LeBron cried.
Okay, that might be true.
How you that big crying? You should be dominating.
He be getting smacked in his mouth and don't be getting a foul call.
You see what MJ went through?
MJ
went through a lot worse.
Dudes, we've talked about this before. MJ was scoring on scrawny old white boys. It was a rule back in the day.
Those white boys was not scared of nobody back then.
They were intimidated by MJ.
The competition. Let's not talk about MJ's competition like it was Will Chamberlain's competition.
No, wait a minute. We not about to do this like LeBron doesn't have is playing against some of the best players to ever touch the ball.
Yeah, but let's not talk about MJ's competition like they were just.
I'm not discrediting him. And also, we got to talk about how
Will Chamberlain played against.
We also got to talk about how MJ couldn't beat the Pistons until he got Scottie and Dennis. And that's a fact.
Yeah, but who did the Pistons have? There was stats.
Ben Wallace.
That's Ben Wallace. Because the Pistons were like that back then.
They were.
Somebody was gonna.
But you can't tell me somebody that was actually scoring the ball besides IT.
You said what?
You can't tell me somebody that was scoring the ball like IT was on that team.
On
the Pistons.
Right, but he still has help though.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you see the type of team MJ had to have to win.
You see the type of team LeBron tried to have to win, and he couldn't win with
that. You see the team that LeBron went to the finals with his second or first year?
The East had nobody. He faced the Toronto Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals.
It don't matter. That Toronto Raptors team had Chris Bosh, I believe.
No.
They didn't? Oh, okay. Never
They
mind.
had Dwayne Casey as their head coach.
Okay. But this is still young LeBron. This is rookie LeBron. This isn't higher up LeBron. Yeah, this is still rookie LeBron. And his team was scrubs. Mind you, this was a normal East team back then. With LeBron.
The East was open even when LeBron came back to the Cavs. The East had been open all of that time.
It was. That's not crazy to say.
I didn't hear
the point I'm trying to get to is LeBron is a better player just for some fact his bag is deeper. That's just me though. And like LeBron gets criticized for making the right play.
Football player playing basketball who just happens to be 6.
And he could have went to the NFL.
LeBron should have went to the NFL when he had the chance.
He could have.
And then,
but
no,
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe it. Like I don't understand. And like, Deuce, we talked about this before. You know about the rule where MJ was getting guarded by the third best defender on the team.
Wait, what's the rule?
It was a rule back then where the primary defender couldn't guard the main ball handler. It was the way the defense was set up back then. So the third best defender, which is more than likely some scrawny white boy, once again, guarding MJ. And MJ is 6'6", max wingspan, maybe like 220.
Yeah.
A high flyer.
Because I can't, because he's still there's still something called help side defense. He's going through the whole scoring.
That's true. But you got to realize the way the defense was set up, it was the worst, then the second worst, then like the best is all the way on the other side of the court. So it's like, that's like Kawhi not being able to guard LeBron the whole game. I got a point here.
No. I hear what you're saying. I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just listening.
No, I'm not buying.
So I'm just saying, like, you could drop a few of the players in today's age back then when MJ played, and they'll be just as good, if not better.
You're tripping.
Like who?
That right?
You could drop
give me one.
You could drop. Oh my God! This came out of Isaiah Thomas' mouth, the older one. He said if you drop Giannis in the game back then, none of them could guard Giannis.
First of all, Giannis is not a skilled player. He's just big and he can dunk and get rebounds. And he's not skilled.
Yeah, James Harden said it perfect.
That takes skill.
He's not a skilled.
He made it to the best level of basketball, and the thing is, he's just
athletic enough to get the job done, and he's big enough. He's not a skilled basketball player.
It's not like no one doesn't know his game, and they still can't stop it. He's still dropping like 40 to 50 a game.
Stopping that, he's quicker than the bigs that are guarding him.
Very true. And they've even set up game plans to stop him, and they still couldn't manage to stop him. But it just came out of a Hall of Famer's mouth. Isaiah Thomas just said nobody could guard him back then. I don't care. You can put Dennis Rodman on him. He can't guard Giannis. Ben Wallace couldn't guard Giannis. If you ask me,
probably guard Giannis.
I doubt it.
I would put Draymond on Giannis. I would put Draymond Green on Giannis. He's locking him up. You know why? Because Draymond's a dog. Ben Wallace is a dog. He's not having that. He's not going for that. On my life.
No way you just said that.
Money on
I'm
that.
sick. I'm the sick one.
I would put money on that. Yes.
No. Okay. No.
You're out of your mind, Dak.
Draymond can't even guard Anthony Davis.
What? Are you watching the finals? Do you watch basketball?
Yes, I do.
Not enough.
Anthony Davis gave Draymond a bucket. Anthony gave Draymond a bucket.
Wallace is clamping that. I would love to see Wallace and Draymond. That's a whole different subject.
I like Draymond. I'm a Draymond guy, but it's like no.
What? No.
If you saying that, then I mean Wallace could clamp Jordan.
He could. Like,
that's hard to believe.
He could.
I don't know.
Maybe not every time because he's still quicker, but a couple times he gonna clamp him.
I don't know. I just don't think. I think Giannis is just he's not an alien or something.
He only has so many things he can do.
He's very predictable, but he still can't be stopped. That's what makes him so dominant. You know what he's doing.
Players who are guarding him are not quick enough. That's the only.
And that's my point. Draymond is not quick enough. And Draymond is little. Draymond is 6'7". Giannis is 7 foot.
Don't matter.
7 foot and has the athleticism of an average slashing guard.
Who?
Of an average slashing guard.
Who?
Like just any slashing guard. Like he can probably jump the same as.
It's not about that. That's what you're not getting. It's because he's a dog. He's not taking that. He's not gonna let you just score because you're bigger than him.
So you're saying he's gonna foul every time?
Oh, he's not gonna foul.
This isn't MVP. This isn't Defensive Player of the Year Draymond we're speaking about. This is current Draymond.
Draymond is still playing.
Draymond in any form.
I think right now I just feel like you're being biased because you're a Warriors fan. You don't want to be real with yourself, but it's okay.
I'm not a Pistons fan. I'm still saying that Wallace is clamping Giannis too.
You don't believe that, but it's okay.
Ron's got that same mindset as Draymond. He does. They're the same player.
I mean, if Draymond couldn't guard LeBron, then no, I don't think he can guard Giannis. That's just me, though.
He could. I was saying he might not stop him every time, but he could.
I think it is just you.
No, I can't be the only one on earth that thinks this.
Of course, you're not the only one on earth. There's tons of more stupid people.
There's other people who are delusional.
I feel like no.
There's tons of stupid people on the earth.
Like Deuce is just being very biased right now. So are you. It's okay.
I'm not, because I'm naming a player that's on the team I didn't even really like.
Can't believe that. I'm appalled by the delusion right now. I don't know. Maybe. Dang. I thought you would know more basketball than me because you're the hooper. But it's okay. You can take the topic.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one today. Yeah. Maybe for life, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll maybe revisit this someday down the line.
Definitely.
But hopefully one day you realize you're wrong.
Okay. We'll see it in the finals if they make it.
Who?
Both teams.
You know who's not going to the finals?
Are making it. I don't know about the Bucks though, because the Bucks won because everybody else was hurt. They not winning that shit if everybody had their
yeah, DeMar DeRozan is a bucket. I like DeMar. That 41 ball he dropped the other night. I don't know what he dropped the other night though, but dude is a bucket. But I'm gonna let you take the next subject, Deuce.
Yeah,
Memphis is choking.
Memphis on what's the score?
68-77.
They don't want to win for real.
Who?
Memphis and Minnesota.
Minnesota been playing like they should have had a way better season than they did.
Okay. I want to play better during the playoffs.
Have you played any other sports other than basketball?
Yeah. I ran track. I played volleyball. I played softball. Volleyball, track, softball. I really was it was between softball and basketball. Because I was pretty good at softball too, but I'm just more of like a contact sport player. So I was bored playing softball. Standing there, eating my sunflower seeds, I was bored.
when I used to play baseball when I was like a little kid, I used to sit on the field and pick at the dandelions. I had no interest.
Yeah, it's just like it's cool. I can't even watch baseball, to be honest.
I cannot at all.
I fell asleep like within the first 15 minutes of watching
Oh, wow.
MLB game.
I don't know. I think I'm coming more accustomed to just watching sports, just being able to watch.
Yeah.
Like
I can only do football and basketball. That's like where
like the other day, I sat there and watched the hockey game.
Oh, wow.
See, dude, so I think you're entering like your dad stage almost. How they can just turn on ESPN and watch the first thing that shows.
Like I kind of sit there and watch anything. I watched college gymnastics.
Nah, college gymnastics is dope. I'll watch gymnastics. Yeah, they be doing that shit. I'll watch that.
If it's not track or football,
track.
I don't. Definitely, I love watching a 4x4, the 200s, the 100s. I'm gonna do track next year because I'm pretty fast. If I say so myself.
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm like mid. I'm not really like that. But I'm more of like a long distance runner.
Long distance, see, that's not me at all. My motor is not that large.
Yeah, I'm like a burst of speed and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're switching off for me. It depends on the day.
All right. Here's another question I got for you. It might cause a little, we might debate a little bit, but I'm gonna try not to. Okay. Who's your top 5 point guards of all time?
Damn.
I won't get mad if you put Curry first.
I actually wasn't. I was gonna put Steve Nash first.
Okay.
I mean, I can't really put this in order.
Okay, got you.
All right, I will go Nash, Curry. I could put AI.
Shooting guard.
Yeah, but he.
It's interchangeable.
Yeah,
it is.
Isaiah. I'll put Isaiah up there.
This where it's getting a little heated for me right now. Cause you missing a big person like.
Really? What was it? I'm gonna stop there.
MJ, Magic Johnson, like Irvin.
I wouldn't go with them.
No CP3 either?
Yeah, you're right. I could put CP3 in there.
Okay.
I put CP3.
I respect that.
More than put MJ or Magic.
Dang. What's wrong with Magic?
Nothing. They're just not true point guards to me.
That's the truest to get at point guard, if you ask me. Magic was about sharing the ball. Watch the Rise of the Lakers. You'll know it all. Like, watch the Rise of the Lakers. It's a great show.
Oh, that's new, right?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. It's a great show. I love it.
My friend just told me about the Magic one.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, that's the same one?
Yeah, the name is just the Rise of the Lakers.
There's like different topics in it or something?
Yeah, it's mainly focused on Magic Johnson, but it gives everybody else a story too. Kind of how when dude resigned from head coach Jerry West and stuff like that. So it's a good show though. Yeah, I feel like he was a true point guard. Then he had the stellar defense to back it up.
Dame.
I have a certain disdain for Dame.
I hate Dame.
I can't bring myself to ever like anything Damian Lillard does.
I hate Dame. I despise him. I can't stand him. No, Dame bag is deep. But
he's a good player, but I can't bring myself to like him.
I'd rather put Prime Westbrook right there than Dame.
Hell no.
Slow it down.
Why
Calm
do
it
you
down.
guys hate Dame so much?
I don't.
I don't want to talk about it.
Me neither.
You can if you want to, but you know.
I mean, what year was that? Was that 18, 19? With Paul George and Carmelo
Mm-hmm.
and Russ on the Thunder, and Dame hit that far ass three
In Paul George's face.
In Paul,
arguably one of the best defenders at the time.
Like that was Paul George's MVP. Like
Paul George was in his bag. I'm talking about you thought that was Pacers Paul George, how good he was playing.
MVP candidate Paul George just
then he left us. It never became the same.
And then he just did the ultimate form of disrespect towards it. It was.
But hey, look, we got Josh Giddey out of it. I'm not upset.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't think you hate on that. That's just great basketball.
I don't know. It's an unreal shot. Like
train for.
I play 2K. I personally don't think somebody should make a shot like that. But you know,
you don't think they should?
No, I don't think that should be a realistic shot. Why is he that confident shooting from that deep in someone's face? Like what?
That's a crazy reason to hate on somebody.
No, you don't understand. Like y'all have always been to the conference finals besides last year.
Wait, what?
Or the finals. Y'all have always been to the conference finals or the finals.
Yeah, I like you said.
So you don't understand how it feels getting put out early. It sucks. Right. Then you got your favorite player playing like dog trash this year. Terrible.
Who's your favorite player?
It's just
Oh, don't say it.
I'm gonna get the jerseys out. I got to. I got to get the jerseys out.
Oh my god!
I got every jersey to. Oh man, I even got Thunder jackets. I don't know.
Man,
I already knew it. You can save it because I don't really want to see it.
Oh man, see the hate is real. Can't find my Lakers one, but it's okay. I'm glad I can't find it.
Yeah, because he's not doing nothing for them. So
he's not, but it's a team sport, so it's okay.
No,
we're gonna hop up off Westbrook.
I like Westbrook. I'm just playing. Like he's just having a. He's a prime example of how that mental health can come into place because people are really doing him dirty.
And Paul George too. Like, because you see how people treated him when he was in the bubble and he played bad, and how I think he opened up about him actually going through mental health issues.
It'd be all right.
Nah, don't we don't, you know.
Nah, I'm just playing, but nah. Yeah, it just wasn't a good year for him. You could tell in his whole form of the game, it just wasn't good at all.
He was in his head too much. But he had a lot of people on his head too, so
I gotta get the Thunderball too, you know.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
Don't make me go switch this sweatshirt for my Warriors gear.
Don't do that. We almost had y'all that one year.
Almost
doesn't count.
Should have actually.
Right. 3-1 is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You should have.
Do you play any video games by chance?
I don't.
Oh man.
Play at all.
Yeah. I play a little sometimes.
My brother, like NBA game shit, but
okay. Any other questions you got, Deuce?
I don't know. I think we got just about everything covered.
Yeah, we talked about a while.
Yeah, we went for a little while. It didn't feel that long.
How long?
It didn't actually.
An hour 15.
Whoa, that did not seem that long.
It didn't. I guess because we were debating for half of it. But,
yeah.
Okay.
But thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Good luck with your football.
Thank you.
All that.
I wish your career the exact same.
If y'all are in Vegas ever, you gotta come to one of the games.
Oh yeah, definitely.